So guys, we have come to the end of the shortest month of the year. Even though it's only 2 to 3 days difference, it does feel like it goes so much faster than all the other months. But luckily, I've still managed to try a whole heap of new beauty products and have some new favourites to share with you guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off with some hair care. The first product, I have to thank Sharon Farrell, or Sharon Makeup Artist, for the recommendation. She mentioned this in her last month's favourites videos. This is the Schwarzkopf Extra Care Hair Styling Ultimate Keratin Hairspray with Ultimate Hold and Liquid Keratin. This, I was just happened to be in the market for a new hairspray. Sharon went on and on about this in her last favourite, saying how amazing it was, and I thought, you know what? I have got to go out and try me some of this hairspray, and I'm so glad that I did because I really like it. You can spray this like crazy. You can literally go nuts with this and it won't make your hair look wet, which is my biggest pet peeve. I hate when hairsprays make your hair look wet or oily because I have naturally oily hair, so I want to avoid that at all costs. This one also gives you a lot of hold but doesn't seem to really weigh down your hair or make it too crunchy. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen me put a picture up a little while ago of a range of products from Not Your Mother's, which I didn't realise was actually available in Australia. I do think it has limited availability, but I've heard a lot about it from our fellow YouTubers from the US and wanted to try a few products, and I've really enjoyed them. I picked up a few. One of them is She's the Tease Volumizing Hairspray with Apple Blossom and Bamboo. This smells amazing, and I use this when I want to tease my hair or get a little bit of extra volume at the roots without making it too sticky or too crazy like hairspray sometimes can. It just smells really nice, and even just spraying it on its own and kind of messing it up, it does give you a little bit of volume without making your hair too sticky or too messy. From the same brand, I've also been enjoying the Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. This is a really big bottle. This says absorbs excess oil, cleans without water, light matte finish. So this I can spray in my hair. It does give a little bit of texture, but I can still curl over it, which I like. It also smells quite nice, and it gives my hair a matte finish without being too matte, so I still have like a little bit of shine through it if you prefer your hair not to look really dull with dry shampoos, and I think you'd like this one. And it also doesn't leave a really white like hue at all. It does have a little bit of white, but it's really not that much, not as white as say my Chlorine dry shampoo or even my Batiste, like the white dry shampoo. And then the last product from them that I picked up, and again I've been really enjoying, so I'm so impressed, is the Not Your Mother's Knotty to Nice Conditioning Detangler, and this is infused with keratin protein. This one I spray after I've washed my hair when it's still kind of wet, and I find that it's really easy to get out the tangles of my hair, which means less breakage, because I have a lot of hair and it does fall out quite a bit. I mean, you'd be surprised at how much hair I lose given how thick it still is, but I just find that this just makes my hair easier to brush after I've washed it. If you enjoy a particular Not Your Mother's product, definitely let me know because I would love to hear about it. I picked mine up from the Sol Patterson Chemist in Pitt Street Mall. Okay, let's move on to some skincare products. Another big thank you. This time it goes to Karima from Shameless Fripperies. She has mentioned in her sort of skincare routine and just kind of favourites on her blog the Fancl Mild Cleansing Oil, or Fancl. I really hate that I can never pronounce names right for you guys, but it's Fancl. I picked this up from sasa.com. I believe it is an Asian brand, so I've never seen it in store here in Australia, but you definitely can pick it up online. This is a cleansing oil, so it's what I use at night to remove my makeup. It's one of the ones where you put it on your face with dry skin, and then you can emulsify it with the water after you've really massaged it into your skin. Using a cleansing oil definitely is something to get used to, particularly for oily skin people. I find that the thought of applying oil just, it makes me cringe so much, but I really like this. It is mild like it says. It does remove my makeup. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't sting my eyes at all. I've gotten this in my eyes and I didn't have any issues. It emulsifies really nicely when you apply water. It rinses away. It doesn't leave any residue, and then I follow up with my cleanser, and I've been really enjoying it. I love the pump too. It just makes it really easy to apply. I just use one pump all over my face, down my neck, good to go. Also for the face, I've been loving my Kosmea Hydrating Rosewater Mist. This is for all skin types. I've got a sample of this probably a year ago in a Bella box, I believe, and really liked it. It does smell like roses, so if you don't like the rose kind of scents, and this probably isn't for you. It says hydrating facial mist is made with 1,000 delicately distilled rose petals. With each spray, skin is hydrated and refreshed. It says close your eyes and gently mist over place. Apply as often as needed. So sometimes I'll spritz this on my face when I've got makeup on if I just want to sort of feel refreshed. And I also use this at night before I apply a serum, and it's just really, really nice and refreshing. I kind of want to spritz myself now. It's a lovely product. And then the last skincare product before we move on to makeup is actually a body moisturiser. This is a little bit of a gimmick. I am a sucker for gimmicks, and if it makes me use the product, then I don't mind. I will fully go along with the gimmick. This is the Vaseline Intensive Care Spray Moisturiser. I have the Cocoa Glow scent. Absorbs in seconds and repairs dry skin. This is a moisturiser that you spray. It has like a little twist open and shut nozzle, and you just spray it over your body. What I love about this is that it is really quick and easy. Yes, I get excited about spraying my moisturizer, and that's probably why I kind of like it. It also smells like summer in a bottle, which is awesome. It has this really, really nice kind of like coconut oil kind of scent. But it does really just absorb into your skin so quickly. Little spray, rub it in, and you're good to go. Okay, moving on to some makeup products. I recently did a little order from PM Studios because I wanted to pick up a couple of IT Cosmetics products. So I wanted to try the Bye Bye Redness Neutralizing Correcting Cream. And I actually used this today. I just filmed a kind of haul slash get ready with me slash first impressions demoing a whole heap of these products. So when that video is up, I will put a link for that here and also in the description box below. I don't know what order these will go up in, but you'll be able to see me demo this. From what I've been using so far, I really, really like it. I apply this underneath my foundation to areas where I have redness, which for me is usually around my nose, sometimes sort of in the center of my forehead, my chin, particularly around my mouth here. For some reason, I always have discoloration in my skin, and sometimes I'll even sort of apply it on my cheeks where I've got sort of a concentration of blemishes that have left kind of red marks on my skin. And it seems to just provide extra coverage. My foundation blends over the top really nicely. It's very creamy. I was worried about the color of it because I've seen different people use it and we've all got very different skin tones, and I was worried that it could be too dark, and it turned out to be fine. Another face product that I have here is one that I have to thank Essie Button for, or Estee. She mentioned this in her favorites and has talked about, I think it was in her like 2013 favorites, and has talked about it quite a bit in various different videos. So I wanted to try some Body Shop makeup, and I picked up the bronzing powder. This is the medium matte shade, which is number 3. So this is the second lightest. I decided to go for the second lightest since I do have a little bit darker skin than she does. But I've been using this to really sort of warm up my skin tone. I do have it on my cheeks today as well, kind of like a bronzer and a little bit of like a contour. I did apply like another contour over the top of this, but it's a lovely product. It doesn't really smell too much, but it's pleasant to use. It's got pretty packaging. I love the mirror, and it just goes on the skin really, really lovely. I can use it all over my face, or I can just sort of concentrate it on where you would usually put bronzer. Matte product, big thumbs up. I definitely want to try more Body Shop makeup. So if you have any favorites from the Body Shop, definitely let me know in the comments below. My next couple of favorites you would have seen in a recent haul. The first one here is the Dolly Wink liquid eyeliner. This has fast become my favorite liquid liner. It is very similar to the Maybelline Master Precise, which has previously been my favorite and still is definitely up there. It's a pen type liquid liner with a very flexible tip. It's really, really black, really, really easy to apply, and it's a fantastic product. To go with that, I've also been enjoying my mascara from Heroin Make, this, or Kiss, I think the brand might be Kiss Heroin Make Volume and Curl Mascara. This is a bitch to remove, just putting it out there. It does feel like a waterproof mascara. I can't tell if it is actually waterproof because it doesn't, well, there's really no English on this at all bar that, but I just kind of like the way it makes my lashes look. I do have it on my lashes today, however I had a little bit of excess eyelash glue that didn't quite come off when I removed my eyelashes last night, so my eyelashes went a little bit cray and all stuck together. But overall, I've just pretty much been using this non-stop since I got it The last few things I have here for my beauty favourites, one of them is another new product also from IT Cosmetics. This I hadn't actually heard of before, and then after I purchased it I did look it up online and was really happy that I did pick it up because it had a lot of great reviews. But this is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Volume 1 Matte Luxe Transforming Eyeshadow Palette. And I just saw this when I was shopping for the Bye Bye Redness Neutralizing Cream, and it appealed to me on so many different levels. It said it had all matte shades, which it does. Really, really gorgeous shades, very, very kind of neutral but still has colour to it. And that's kind of what attracted to me. I love my Naked Basics palette. I really do like matte eyeshadows and I don't have enough of them. So I just thought, you know what, on a whim, I'll buy it. It was, I think it was $49. So for a palette of this size with this many shades of a sort of high quality makeup brand, not the most expensive, that's for sure. I picked up the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette recently, which so far I am loving, but I've only had it for a short amount of time, so I didn't want to include it in my favourites. But for example, this was $68.95. I know the Smashbox Full Exposure palette is around, or $69.95. So in Australia, $49 for a palette is pretty good value. Really, really gorgeous shades, easy to blend. The colours are quite neutral and quite muted, so I find that you can't go wrong. You can mix any of these colours together and they look really lovely on the eye. Okay, rounding it off for lips, the first one is a new product. This one I have to thank Fleur de Force for, because she mentioned this in her last favourites. I hadn't had a great experience with the Hourglass lip products before, but I didn't want to rule them out because so many people love the Hourglass brand and I have used products for them that I've really, really enjoyed. Didn't really love their matte long wearing kind of lip creams, but I wanted to give the lip glosses a go. I'd also heard Amarique's, I believe, talk about these and she'd raved about them as well. So I decided to pick up one. This is in the shade Truth. It's a really nice neutral shade. Again, it's what I'm wearing on the lips today and I used it in that video so you guys can see how it goes on. But overall it's really creamy and not sticky at all. It feels thick and hydrating, but again without being sticky or overpowering. Other than that, this month has really been the month of MAC lipsticks. For some reason, I think I kind of moved my makeup collection around and I put my MAC lipsticks out so they're a little bit more accessible, and since then I've just been wearing them non-stop. So I have three favourites, which are probably, it's hard to call, but probably my three favourite MAC lipsticks of all time, or it's definitely up there as some of my favourites. So the first one that I have here is Syrup. This is a really gorgeous neutral shade. Absolutely love it. Great for work, great for everyday wear, and really, really nice with, especially with the eye kind of look that I'm wearing today. I wore a similar look with this lipstick to my friend's engagement party last night. Absolutely love this shade. The next one that I have here is Plumful. Again, a really, really gorgeous shade, slightly darker than Syrup. Has sort of a bit of a blue base, kind of pink with like plummy coloured undertones. Really, really nice. I love the feel of this. This is a luster. It glows on really glossy on the lips and it's just really nice to reapply. Feels lovely on the lips. Love that colour. And the other one here, this is an amplified cream. This is Craving from MAC. This is similar to Plumful but a little bit more pink tone. Again, one of my most worn MAC lipsticks. Absolutely love this colour. It goes with a lot of looks. It's a very Rachael shade, as I like to say. Okay guys, so that is it. That is all my beauty favourites for the month of February. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will be filming a random favourites or a Rachael of things that I've just been obsessed with this month, which I'm going to do in a separate video so these videos aren't too long, because I do have a lot of bits and pieces to talk about. And as always, if you film favourites videos, definitely leave a link in the comments below or just let me know what things that you've been loving this month. And I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye! Gotta zhuzh the hair. Oh, zhuzhing. I kind of missed that show. What was it? Queer Eye for the Straight Guy? That was fun. They should bring that show back. What was his name? Carson Kressley? Something like that. And as always, if you film favourites... Oops! Knocking stuff over.